This is totally not my ass starting the stream without audio. What is good, my riggers, my fellow riggers, and racists and gaming racists alike? Welcome back to CRF1 2023. Yes, okay. Season 4. It's season 4 of CRF. And we are going ahead with Australia. And my screen capture isn't working. Okay. This is why I gotta fix the stream every now and then. And get fucking creamed on by Dom. He was fucking moaning at me last night like, oh, the streams are shit. Blood said the streams are shit and then proceeded to be like, oh, well, I don't know, actual criticism. Like, shut the fuck up. Anyway. We are live from Melbourne, Australia. I myself am live from El Paso, Texas, and it is a shithole, I will tell you that. 92 degrees Fahrenheit, which is about like 4 degrees Celsius. It's quite windy outside, so my internet might go out, or a giant helicopter might fucking come down on this house, in which case, W? I think we can all agree W, right? So, back in Melbourne, what usually proves to be quite the chaotic race. I should probably put on my headphones, so I can hear the sound, but at the same time, it's actually quite comfortable not using them for once. So, does this make the stream look worse? Let's see. It looks fine. Alright, cool. In that case, you can see now quite a couple of people are pulling out from the garage. You might quite a couple of people. Well, pulling out from the garage today. Okay, chat. Should I do this whole stream in an Australian accent? I might do that. That might be super silly. I might do it. How dare you? Yes, kinda. Okay. I'm gonna do qualifying in Australian accent. You're going to hear me mispronounce 800 words. Because I haven't watched a Dank Pods video in about 8 years. That spiked viewership too. Okay, right then. Today it's just about having some fun out in this Australian weather. Let's see what the actual weather is in Melbourne. It is a lovely little city on the coast of Australia, in the southern half of the country. It is 68 Fahrenheit, okay, apparently. Wait, nope, that's the wrong weather. Okay, at around 2 p.m., yeah, it's still 62. It's 62 Fahrenheit, just about 17 degrees Celsius. So it's a pretty fine, pretty decent temperature. I can't complain about that. I wouldn't be able to complain about that. My God, that'd be amazing right now where I live. As you said, it's 90. As I said, it's 91, and as you said, my partner in the comms box today, myself, welcome me. How are you doing? Slowly going insane. So Trixjan's probably one of the first people out on track. As far as I can tell, he is the first person out on track, and we are just watching his lovely little lap, blasting on down towards 3 in sector 1. It's turn 3. It's turn 4. Here, it's very crucial to not get on those exit curbs. They might destabilize the car, especially here as well. The exit curbs are absolutely lethal if you get on them way too hard. This video is sponsored by 3D Wrap, your premier destination for all sim racing needs, along with Rogue and W Energy, gaming's best energy drinks. You can use code CRF to get 10% off of their entire catalog. And with 3D Wrap, as I failed to mention, you can use code CRF5 to get 5% off of everything in that store, with the exception of the Ignition series. Here we have NordVPN and Fiverr, along with, who else? Zydex. Those are all affiliate links. You can just click them on down. If they haven't been added, then we might add them. We might not. Doesn't really matter. Yeah, so you can just use our affiliate links to go and support us, buy their products. NordVPN, best VPN that a lot of people can probably buy. You've seen all the YouTube videos. You know what NordVPN is. It XPCs. Really nice gaming brand that I can find. Anyway, Zach, first time of the day in 18015. Pretty decent, very much bested by Ron Beeford, who sets down a 16.941, just about a second quicker than what Zach initially put down. Fridge goes P2 with a 117.350, just about 4/10, maybe, yeah, 4/10 behind Ron Beeford. And next to cross the line will be one of the Alfa Romeos, right? Yeah, Stweezy starts his actual, no, that was a 18.521. Jamie goes into the top 3 with a 17.623. And we are waiting for the AlphaTauris to cross the line. You can see Dom here crosses, that was his actual lap, but however, Kantz, wrong AlphaTauri, 117.968. Puts him in a very good P5 position. MIF East Groove, I believe he is the Alfa Romeo TP now. Be able to sit in and res for an outgoing shush. Or a missing shush, might I say. He has put a 17.879 down around Albert Park Circuit. It is enough for P5. Welsh Jack, you know it was coming. Do I even need to say it? Do I need to say it? 16.750. Just about 4/10 quicker than Fridge's. Wait, no, I'm doing my math wrong. 6/10 quicker. Oh, apparently it was just shy of 6/10. It's on like the 1,000th, 10,000th or whatever. Not actually sure what they call it. Failed elementary school math. So, almost everybody's run a time here. You can see Tessa, who initially we got to know very well at the Spain. What was it? What's it called again? An exhibition race? The Spain exhibition race, yes. We got to know him very well. He almost won that race. Was able to fight with Welsh Jack, sitting 13th without a time. Hops is on the outlap as well. He does not have a time at the moment. Waiting for everybody to lay down the rubber on the track to make it ever so slightly grippier. Zachis taking the same strategy as the rest just kind of stay in or pull out, you can see there. AQ Flow. Currently, where is he in the championship? Probably not in the top 10. The Brazil highlights should be done tonight. No reason not to be done, though I do have a couple of projects, again, to prepare for. I'm taking up a lot of media stuff in real life and paid gigs because, it's helpful for the portfolio, it's helpful for that, and I'm getting quite a decent bit of money out of it, so. Currently, Ferrari do lead the CC with 159 to their name. McLaren running a not-so-close second with 78 points to that little effort over there in the Woking factory. Red Bull from, where is it? Milton Keynes outfit, and I guess supposed to technically Austrian outfit. You can see we're following AQ Flow. They sit third in the championship, just in front of Mercedes with 64 points. And you can see Flow there has made it into the top 10, 2 points behind AlphaTauri's Dom with 22 points. Dom with 24 points. So yes, AQ Flow invalidates his outlap as he's desperately trying to get a decent lap in. Let's move up. Has anyone actually moved around? You can see GCO. I guess this is Gabriel. Not entirely no, wait. Yeah, this would be Gabriel, I believe. It might be Gabriel. We will see, as I never got confirmation last week if this is indeed Gabriel, so. I never got confirmation that this is, it's terrible Australian accent. It's not even Australian. Yeah, I never got confirmation that this was indeed Gabriel. I'm not entirely sure if that's an Australian accent. It's like Australians are British Texans, so you kind of got to put. I don't know what I'm doing. Anyway, Zachis P4, 8/10 behind Jack's pole time. Ron Beeford does get closer, I believe, right? I'm not entirely sure. I think he did. Did he set a new lap? I don't know. Could just be a little case of dementia gaming. Jamie goes purple. Sector 1. 2/10 down on his time. 2/10 up on his time. I had a very long argument with Yoshi. I remember that. That's like one of my only fond memories of him. He taught me what that meant. 2/10 up, 2/10 down. That's the only good thing he's done for me. Yeah, I still maintain that. That's the only good thing he's done for me. Anyway, Jamie P5, 17.623. So far, it's looking like he will be able to improve that. I was not paying attention to what he actually said his second sector time was. So we wait until he crosses the line. Turn, what, 16? Not entirely sure. Anyway, final couple of corners. Here is the final corner. This is very easy to mess up by getting either too wide or too close, or even missing the apex entirely. Crosses the line now with a 17.402. It is an improvement from P5, but not enough to break the McLarens and get into the podium. It is a Mercedes-powered top 5, I will say that. Let's go focus on Tessa's outlap. Hops pulls into the pits. Wasn't able to set a time. Trix Jans 132.128. You know that's a throwaway lap. And Mr. Speedy bottoms out in the timing table. 118.745. Not very good from the Red Bull driver. AQ Flow, however, does best his teammate by quite a large margin. 17.680 in P6. Not enough to take P5 away from Zachus, who is still in the pits. I'm not entirely sure if AQ Flow is going on another run. I wasn't paying attention to the time, so I don't know. East Groove looks to be improving ever so slightly. We will see now if his efforts are rewarded. You can see the other Zach, P6, takes it away from AQ Flow as East Groove goes 5th fastest today. Dweezy is out of the running. He has crashed. Around here, I suppose he has crashed. I'm not entirely sure what happened. If he wants to, pop in chat, who cares? Anyway. Let's get the HUD back as I struggle around with a one-handed controller. Mic in one hand, controller in the other hand. Double multitasking has never been more fun. Will definitely come in handy later. So, 7.5 minutes to go in qualifying. Zach is in P7. Well, they were 17.664, just in front of the other, just behind the other Zachus, with a 17.588. East Groove best the both of them with a 17.525, and AQ Flow sits in P8, looking to best that lap time. Mr. Speedy climbs all the way back up in the top 10 positions, pushing Kantz down into P11. However, will that last? It will not. Speedy is pushed back out of the points positions. Kantz goes P9. 9th fastest with a 17.719. Subby, still an actual Tier 1 full-time driver, which is crazy to think about. He's finally done it, and he can only manage 12th fastest with an 18.241. He needs to push that Aston Martin a little bit more. Inertia pulls into the pits. Trix Jans is probably on an actual lap. Yes, Trix Jans on an actual lap. A flyer here. He now wrestles with the last few corners of Sector 3, going through quite a few little Rogue Energy banners. I do feel a little bit under the weather today, which is a little unfortunate, but I should be fine. Trix Jans passes the final corner. Ferrari gets a little bit of slipstream and hops. Oh, that was his outlap. However, Trix Jans does set an 18.074, just bettering his teammate there. Hops does get a little bit of a boost. Wait, that was Jack. Okay, that makes sense. Anyway, we will focus on Hops for a minute here. One of the last people to actually set a lap apart from Dom. He crossed the line now, and he sets a 1:16.694, exactly following Fridge's predictions of a Jack Beeford then Hops podium or story. Could it all change later? It's possible. Unlikely, but possible. So, Tessa sits in a firm 8th place so far, 17.602 to his name, as he does split the Zachs. AQ Flow driver at risk at the moment, 17.680 at P10. And we just have to wait and see if he can dig himself out of this trench into turn 3. And there we go. That's AQ Flow into the wall, just like we used to see, and just like we used to see his old Flow moments back in those Ferrari days, huh? The Haas and Ferrari days. Magical time to be a Flow fan. To witness all those little Flow moments. My personal favorite being when he went for the pass at the Circuit of the Americas. Turn like 14 or 15. I don't know. It was one of the upside-down end corners or whatever. You can see there. He just dives for the move. Absolutely fails to realize that brakes are a thing, and he kills the car in front. So move of the year, as I called it then. move of the decade, I call it now. Seems like everyone's pulling back into the pits, preparing for their final run of the day. With 4.5 minutes to go in this qualifying session, we will actually have a bit of a battle to see who can actually come out on top. Dom, the final man to set an actual lap time. Dweezy has fallen all the way to 16th with an 18.521 just behind Subtitle. And now Dom crosses the line to dig himself out of the gutter, and that is the start of his actual flying laps. Let me take you through a lap of Melbourne. You get on the curbs in turn 1 and ride it a little bit out of turn 2. Flying on down, you brake at about 150, yeah, or 100 maybe, I don't know. I'm not that technical of a driver, and that's probably my biggest weakness as a commentator, but you brake around the second little marker, which would be the 100-meter board, right? I don't know. Anyway, out of Sector 1, it looks like he's setting a pretty good lap time. You really got to push the car as much as you can. Push track limits as much as you can. Every centimeter works there because it's such a fast-flowing corner. You really need to maximize your entry and exit speed. So flying this because it's a flat-out section until turn 9 and 10. You can see there, he's absolutely done a great job of that. Purple Sector 2 for the AlphaTauriman. And we just wait for... He's invalidated the lap. You know, having a track map would be helpful. Oh, that's what I forgot to do this weekend. I knew I'd forgotten something. The preview. Oh. That's unfortunate. Give us telemetry, Mr. Suck my dick. No, I'm not enabling telemetry. Why the fuck would you ask me that? No. Literally. Suck my dick. I'm not enabling telemetry. Anyway. P7 Zach is still fighting for best of the rest in the midfield. And you can see here, I believe he's starting another lap. Unless he's actually on a lap. I think he might be on a lap. So we'll just wait and see. Is this a competitive lap time? Does he actually improve? He does improve. He jumps MIF East Groove, but it's not enough to jump into P5 with Jamie. Jamie on an outlap, and we have to wait and see how that will end. Beeford and Jack in the pits as their teammates are out to set a good lap for them. Mr. Speedy is our second retiree of this qualifying session. Looks like he's manually retired. Not entirely sure why. We have a couple minutes remaining in this qualifying session, and now we wait and see for the thrilling Battle of the Ages here down under. Switching around, you can see East Groove is just flying through Sector 2. Yeah, telemetry is haram, as they would put it. 12:55 local time here in El Paso, and it is 7:55 over there GMT. I'm not entirely sure what it converts to in in Melbourne. Someone just Google Melbourne time and I'll say it on stream. Anyway, yeah, let's get on board with a couple of these people. Fridge has invalidated his lap. Okay, everybody's just on the outlap now, and I believe this really is everybody. Zach, East Groove, crosses the line. This might be is this the start of his actual lap? Yeah, Zachus goes back into the pits. Jamie's starting an actual lap, so we'll be on board with him because, he is a relevant person to focus on, I would suppose. So, flying on down towards turn 3. You really gotta, brake late, hit the apex to ride those curbs. It's very fun when you do so, but it punishes you greatly if you mess that up. You can see a stranded car trying to get back on track. I believe it was an Alfa Romeo, and that is it's not a purple Sector 1. It's actually worse than he's done. 2/10 up on his time. Legends will not rise today, I suppose. And you can see IHOPS. Does he improve here? Going through turn 3, just as the other drivers have. AQ Flow, the 4th retiree of the day. I did not even catch Orlando. And, yeah. Oh, okay, on board with Hops. You can see Orlando then. Oh, nasty little incident for himself there. And now that is a purple Sector 1 for IHOPS. Jack probably, yeah, there we go. Jack has bested purple Sector 1. Qualifying is over, but here's the final run of the laps. East Groove has invalidated his lap. Let's see, Trix Jans has not invalidated his lap. It doesn't look like he's improving too much, though, on the Sector 3 line. And where is the McLaren? McLaren in question, Fridge, is flying down towards the final couple of corners. The little complex that seems to get out a lot of people. It ruins my laps, I know that, or it ruined my laps back in 22. So, on to the final corner, and here are the final few runners. Fridge crosses the line first, and that is not an improvement. Moving on board with the Ferraris, then Hops dives into the pits. Welsh Jack, can he best his pole time? That is a 1:16.498 for Welsh Jack tonight. And MIFE Screw, yeah, he messed that one up. Trix Jans, oh wait, no, Sabu. Where's Sabu? Whatever. Dom finally able to actually set a lap. This is his one and done. Can he get back in the top 10? Can he even crack the top 15? Dom crossing the final couple of corners here and on to the final home stretch. What will it be? A 1:17.434. Enough for P6, but not enough for the top 5. Very, very good from the AlphaTauriman. And that is the end of Q1. It's not a full qualifying session, so my bad. Yeah, so that is the end of qualifying here in Australia. Lovely, lovely stuff. And you can see Jack, absolutely. He's a TT merchant. Very much a TT merchant. Yeah. Let's check the Discord. Let's see what everyone's saying. Jack is too quick. He needs to go blood. I don't know. Wrong chat. Wrong chat to read. My bad. Wrong chat. Putting money on this would be the result of a lot of fucking dough. Easy 1-to-1 odds, Jack to win. So true. So true. Yeah, it is becoming a little problematic, the absolute domination, I suppose. Like, even as a Ferrariman, you know what I mean? As, the absolute, dick rider of the prancing horse, even I can say. It's a bit of an L. So I'm really hoping Beeford does take the fight to him tonight. You can see now for P2 and 3 between Beeford and Hops, absolutely some of the closest margins we've seen. And it was margins that we were seeing at the beginning of the season. However, nowadays, it's not really seeming like margins we see anymore. So we just kind of got to wait and, Hopefully he plays out better in the race. There is no formation lap, so I got to keep that in mind and just keep commentating. Just to make sure, I'm going to do this really fast. Let's see if I can. Nah, to be fair, it just starts the race like immediately, so I can't really do anything. Anyway. Let's get going. Let's get going. Melbourne, Australia. Let's do this. It's finally the race start. It's a moment we've all been waiting for. And we just kind of got to, see what will happen. And I'm really excited. I forgot to replace the DHL logo. Fuck. Well, that's a bit of an L in it. That's a bit of an L. That's a bit of an L in it. That's a bit of an L. Bit of an L in it. Anyway. Oh, mate, I want Takashi's, mate. And I had F123. It's 4 lights, 5 lights, and we are off and away here in Melbourne, Australia. I stopped doing my Australian accent as Welsh Jack gets a pretty good start. Absolutely hounded. Ron Beeford is absolutely hounded by the Ferraris, and then Ferrari 1-2 out of turn 2. Mercedes 3 and 4. Beeford not able to make up much ground. However, no, I lied. He's probably going to go down the inside. He has the wheel up the inside. It's for P2, and Beeford is not able to go through on IHOPS there. Hops keeps the line that he needs to. Beeford definitely has some really good pace now, so we just kind of got to wait and see for how that's going to end up. Positions gained, and let me change it to that. Nope, telemetry not enabled, lap data not enabled. Fumbling around, Dom's gained a position on Fridge. Fridge down into P6 as Hops and Ron Beeford. We already know that story. Trix Jan's absolutely making his way up the field with 4 positions gained. Nothing compared to Gabriel's 5. And you can see there back in side by side go East Groove and Gabriel. East Groove and Gabriel. East Groove down the inside of turn, whatever. And that very dangerous corner to overtake it. And that is very good for, okay, there we go. There's the contact. It does not result in the casualty we were all hoping for, I suppose. And East Groove does fall to the hands of Mr. Speedy, getting pushed out of the track. Speedy maintains the speed he needs to, and East Groove just keeps getting pushed out on track. Probably going to receive the same treatment, Speedy there. And that is Speedy ahead. Back into the front, that was Trixjans into the wall. And that is Trixjans out of today's Grand Prix with a full safety car to boot. Definitely an eventful start, I would say. Definitely a very eventful start to today's Australian Grand Prix. It's sponsored by Rogue Energy, mate. Yeah. Sponsored by Rogue. Sponsored by 3D Rap, mate. Yeah. I need to go watch a Dank Pods video, brush up on my Aussie accent. Because I used to be able to do it, and now I can't. I'm shit. Why is formation lap off? Jack C, you say that as if you're like, it disqualifies the leaders. Why is formation lap off? Like, come on. Yeah, formation lap bugs out the game, you know. Hop says it best. Anyway. So, I will read you all the order because I don't get to do it anymore on the formation lap. So for now, let's see. Out of lap 4, or lap 3. I'm going to say lap 4 just because, you know, I think that's when it'll come in. So, from lap 4, it's Welsh Jack, from Hops, from Beeford, from Jamie, from Dom, from Fred, from Zacchus, from Tessa, from Orlando, from Gabriel, from Speedy, from East Groove, from Dweezy, from Subtitled. I haven't breathed yet. From Rexy to Inertia, from Zach to Flo to Cons, and finally Trixjans, who killed himself. Right, there we go. That kind of counts, but that was pretty sloppy because I, you know, said Jamie instead of Subtitle. Yes, and you can see there Beeford diving into the pits, hoping to catch some people out on strategy. We'll see if that actually pays off. Still a Ferrari 1-2. Jamie stays out, Dom stays out, and you can see the rest of the people, including Gabriel, do dive into the pits. Oh, for a wing change. So, oh yeah, because he was caught up in that. East Groove as well for a wing change. Both Alpine drivers. Rexy, the absolute worst driver in the fucking league. And you can see here P18 for himself. Kant's all the way in the back there, getting caught up in a nasty incident, I suppose. Not sure what actually happened to him. Very unfortunate for the Italian-born driver. Bro, hydrate. It's so true. So fucking true. I do need to drink some water. Is my sore throat that obvious? That'd be kind of silly. Anyway. Rexy, try not to get caught up in like the worst fucking incidents on the grid challenge. Impossible. And yeah. To be fair, he didn't actually cause that one, but Trixjan just kind of killed himself, so... You know, best driver in the league there. Thank you, Flo. 5-second time penalty for the Northern Irishman as he, fucks up and speeds during the yellow flag period, I suppose. Not entirely sure. Anyway, next lap, the safety car should come in. It usually announces on the straight there, so I think we can definitively say it will come in next lap. What else do I actually have to talk about? Let's talk about tires. Who actually changed to what? You can see there, Beeford, Gabriel, East Groove, Rexy, and Kantz all went on to their own little stops. Kantz has made a second stop. That's what put him so far behind. Wow, okay. So, they've all done their required stops. They could, go out the whole way if they wanted to, but it's probably not too smart. The new tires are looking like this. Beeford changed onto mediums as Gabriel, East Groove, Rexy, and but Gabriel, East Groove, and Rexy are all on hards. Kantz chooses the medium tire, just like Ron Beeford. So you'll see if that actually works out. I suppose it's I suppose it's not necessarily the biggest surprise that the Mercedes didn't really catch any of the Ferraris. Just yet with the tire difference. Bryce up 8 spots, W. Izzy, that's so silly. I love that. There's CRF TikTok God Inertia up 8 spots, apparently. So, This PC heats up everything in the room, so I'm like baking like a fucking turkey in here. It's terrible. It's horrible even. But yeah, lap 4, the final lap of the safety car should come in very, very soon. And we'd like to thank our sponsors, Pit Lane yeah, you know. Oh, I actually didn't mention Pit Lane Prince, so yeah, we did get a nice little sale from them, you know, a little commission. Very nice, very nice. Use do we have a code? Yeah, we do. We do have a code. I think it's just CRF. Code CRF or something. I don't know. Or our affiliate link with them. You can use the code or the link. Subtitle gets a 5-second time penalty for a collision with a Zach. Bit of an L and a bit of an L. Whilst Jack will lead us away, Hop's getting very nice Verstappen with his driving there, really trying to get close to his teammates. I don't know, maybe something bad will happen. That'd be kind of funny, but at the same time, you know, it'd be kind of unfunny. Because then Beeford would just win the race. But I suppose Beeford does need a race win to keep it exciting. Alright, so Jack, green flag racing once again here in Melbourne, Australia. Provided everyone doesn't kill themselves, it should not happen again. Hops is looking for a pass on the leader. Oh, Jack disconnected. That's what happened. Okay, Jack disconnected. And he's waiting, trying to get back into the session. He's being passed by Jamie. Dom, Fridge is up next. Look at this. And Dom goes in on Jamie. They're side by side. Onto the grass goes the Mercedes driver. Almost ending in... What? Hops scores a 5-second time penalty for ignoring... Dom scores a 5-second time... Jamie, right? What does he have? 5-second time penalty. For what? Yeah, okay, I think they're probably going to get those removed. Especially because Dom got one. Yeah, surely. But, you know, Dom and Jamie got him. They're going to get removed, so that means there's grounds for Hops to get his removed. So we're good, you know, from the Ferrari camp. But anyway, look at this. Jamie on the back of Dom quite quickly here. Jack is going to have his work cut out for him as he struggles to get back into the lobby here. Orlando, the next car to pass the pole sitter tonight. And now we just wait and see. This is definitely the excitement level we were hoping to get, the little shakeup we were hoping to get. So long as any of these two drivers can actually catch up and pass Hops or battle with him, you know, it's gonna be quite a good race. Dom and Hops slowly drifting away from each other as Jamie struggles to get a good slipstream on. What is Dom? Englishman? Englishman, I guess. Ron Beeford setting the fastest lap tonight with a 21.091 so far, and it's looking like that'll probably get beat later in the race. However, you know, he's currently the fastest man on track. So, Tessa passes Fridge to split the McLarens into two. Part of that little sandwich there as Dweezy does get past Ron Beeford. Beeford struggling to stay on the outside. Dweezy gets past and gets a 3-second time penalty for being forced off the track. Dweezy couldn't really do much there, I suppose. But that'll probably be investigated. We will see. Fridge. Oh, dear. Fridge, what happened there? He slipped up a little. And oh, no! Dweezy is out of the race. AQ Flow there without... no, it would have been Mr. Speedy. Right? There was a Red Bull tangled up in that mess. Surely that is Mr. Speedy without a front wing. And that is another full safety car for tonight. A really lovely race so far. Lap 6 out of 29. 2 safety cars. Cleanest race in CRF history. Dom, quote unquote, this game is so shit. I agree. Are you fucking kidding me? Wheezy, Zaddy. If you're listening to the stream, please just go on a rant about what happened. I want to read it. So, yeah. Antonio, you seem to be quite active in the chat. You know, who are you rooting for? Who are you rooting for? We'll get an answer eventually. How is everybody, by the way? The 16 people watching. How's everybody doing? I hope everyone's doing nice. I hope CRF can bring you a little bit of entertainment tonight. With our second safety car in 8 laps. Yeah, Fridge. Nice. Yeah, honestly, I hope Fridge can actually achieve a decent result all the way down from 16th. You know, it fucking sounded like Woody Woodpecker. Fuck. Right. That shit was my childhood. I can't lie. Watching the Woody Woodpecker show on the Netflix version, or the Wii version of Netflix back in like 2013. That shit was peak, bro. That shit was peak. Like y'all can't convince me otherwise. That shit was peak. If you guys didn't watch Netflix on your Wii, like what the fuck is wrong with you? You guys should watch Netflix on your Wii of all places. It's such a funny fucking format. Like it's just streaming at the end of the day, yeah. But like it was on the Wii, which is added to comedy gold. Where else can I post the stream? I'll post it in here. I'm just curious. I'm trying to engage with the viewer. It's worth brownie points on Twitch, so engaging with the viewer is very good. Anyway, it's time for me to explain the FNAF lore here. In 1986... Fuck. Okay, I'm gonna admit something horrible. I've never played a FNAF game. So, that makes me go, but... Fuck. Fucking baby ass Zoolander coughs like. I love that movie so much. Zoolander is such a funny fucking movie. Please. Okay, I'm gonna use this 5 minutes to gush about Zoolander of all things. It's such a funny fucking movie. It's so stupid. It's so stupid. I just remembered the one scene where in the second movie where he loses custody of his kid because he can't figure out how to make spaghetti. And he just yells at his kid as like he's crying. He's like, "How did your mom make it?" Because the mom fucking dies, right? Because they couldn't get her back for the second movie, so they just fucking kill her. And then he's struggling to like make spaghetti. Like, how did your mom make it soft? So stupid. And then the bit in the ending where fucking Owen Wilson, he like throws the computer because he thinks the files are actually inside the computer. And like all these like incriminating files that expose, the plan to kill the Malaysian prime minister and shit. Like he tried. It's such a stupid movie. I want to watch it with you guys. I want to watch it with everybody in CRF one night. It's such a fucking stupid movie. I love it so much. Dom, our race leader currently, we'll see green flag. We'll see the green flags go. And as he stamps the throttle, it is green flag racing once again here in Melbourne, Australia. Tessa is in P3. Surprisingly, Ron Beeford on his tail. Will he go down for a move on the inside? Beeford just does not have the speed to pull off the move. Tessa probably has a higher top speed setup. We'll see. Beeford has the exit though, and with a run side by side down onto turn 3. Tessa has the inside line. Will he be able to defend it? Down the inside goes the Williams, and he stays there side by side. They're going into sector 2. Or they're going through the run down to sector 2, and it looks like the Williams just loses out. P5, his teammate Inertia, and just he was kind of cucked from P4 there as well. Inertia definitely had a really good run. And would have been able to actually overtake Tessa, but it didn't really work out. MIF East Groove down the inside of AQ Flow. Could he even AQ Flow kind of helpless to defend against it? Could he even get the overtake on both the Williams? He's set to do so. The slipstream is immensely powerful. The run, it is not enough, I suppose, but if it was enough, then damn, he'd be hacking. So East Groove has a slight run again. Inertia definitely trying to make it work. Down the inside goes the Williams driver on his teammate. Welsh Jack is out of the session for our third safety car of the day. You can see there what happened to the Ferrariman. I suppose he just lost the rear, I imagine. So, back to the Tier 1 chat. Nothing really is going on. So I'm going to keep talking. The commentator is fucking obsessed with Zoolander. Yes, I agree. Are you Teffin? I am Teffin. I love Zoolander so much. It's such a it's fucking hilarious. I love those movies. The second one is kind of shit. Oh my god. I went to see it in a theater, right? I went to see it in a theater. I went to see it in a theater. And there's a scene where, like, the love interest, the blonde chick, I forgot her name, fuck. I forgot who she's played by as well, but it doesn't matter. The blonde chick was like, "Oh yeah, I struggled with eating disorders when I was a kid." Oh, she was basically like telling Derek and Owen Wilson, Ben Stiller and Owen Wilson, that she was the fat kid growing up, and they just respond with "ew," and the whole theater just like fucking died. It was so good. It was so fucking good. It was so good. I love those movies. I love those movies so much. It's almost as comical as a CRF race, where people just... It's a fucking gladiators arena. Two men come in, one man comes out, We're not stopping until at least half the grid is dead, right? Rexy isn't stopping until half the grid is dead. So, lap 10, another safety car, about 17-ish racing laps to actually go. So far there have been more safety cars than actual laps, by the way. I'd like to point that out. And, yeah. It's one of these races. Cleanest race in CRF, right? And, Jamie almost goes into the back of, Tessa there. What even happened to Jack, man? What even happened? That's so silly. I love it. I'm the one who asked you to help with the thumbnails? I don't actually know who you're talking about. I have a really vague idea of who you might be, but I do not remember you because, dementia gaming. That's what we do here on this channel. Anyway, if the safety car could not come out, then Jack not being in the race could actually say, "Oh fuck, never mind. Beeford's the leader." I was gonna say this could shake things up. This could actually work out to be quite the exciting, right? Beeford's the leader. So it don't fucking matter. It don't fucking matter. It's fine. YT, opinions on William so far. In real life or here? In real life or here? You gotta specify. Safety car in this lab, by the way. Yeah, safety car in this lab. Guys, I'm practicing my radio voice. Yeah, safety car in this lab. I'm gonna do like announcements, movie announcements and shit. Like, in a world far, far away, CRF has a clean fucking race, and only one man can derail that. Follow FRA Rexy in his journey to ruin league racing. From gamer to racist. I'm fucking done. Anyway, Ron Beeford leads away, and as he as he almost loses the rear end, you can see those tires are absolutely slipping out on him. I think I do see a couple of flat spots there. It's green flag racing once again, as everybody lines up to not overtake each other because they are really spread apart. So, single file line here. Oh my god, could Inertia fight Beeford? I will come on stream. I will oh man. Can Inertia fight Beeford? I'm actually really excited. So, oh no, yeah, Rexy isn't that bad, but he's really fucking dirty. We'll stick on board with him for a minute. He's not fighting anyone, so there's no point. And Tessa, oh shit, Tessa getting into his own little fight, falling from 14th to 16th there. Dom side by side going into sector 2. Dom's not letting up, and never mind, he did let up. Probably not later, though. We'll see. Hop served... Oh, he served the penalty in the pits. That was not a good call from the Ferrariman. I'll tell you that. I sound like Hank. No, I don't sound like Hank Schrader. But East Groove is looking for a move on Inertia there. Down the inside goes East Groove there. Noel. The best name you could probably give a child. Noel. The weird fucker from Frasier. Oh, I love Frasier, too. I'll gush about Frasier at a later date. You know, I love that show. Anyway, Inertia did get overtaken by MIF East Groove. Ron Beeford setting off in the. Ron Beeford wins Australian Grand Prix today. Never mind. Oh shit, subtitles. The same fashion as Trix Jan spinning on a fucking straight. That is the safety car once again. You'll love to see it, mate. You'll love to see it. Ron Beeford comes across the line to win in Australia today. One man, one mission. Kill FRA Rexy in the cleanest CRF race. 20 drivers. Only one will survive. Fucking. Yeah, let's just. Bing Chili. What a gold picture. I'd put it up on stream, but I can't be asked. Whoever done that ban him and has to be intentional. Jamie, it was Sub. Sub killed himself. It couldn't have been intentional. It's just a routine day at Aston Martin, isn't it? A double DNF. I'm losing my mind here. Holy fuck. Anyway, we should dom people. Can drive. Will be another Force SC. Can't. What? Jamie, speak fucking English. We know you dropped out of high school to play F1. We fucking get it. Speak English. Holy fuck. Anyway, we try to do a W. What does that sound like? Hold up. Let me. Okay. I'll do the bit. I'll do the bit because nothing is actually fucking going on. WWE commercial. Actually, let me do this in private. I'm not getting a bunch of WWE videos in my recommended. Fuck, come on. WWE commercial. Like the Scooby-Doo ones or something? SummerSlam 2006. What? Do these commercials actually have like voiceover? Doesn't really seem like it. That's a 10-yard penalty for being fined. I mean, that's kind of funny. I find like the most unfunny shit like really fucking funny because it's really fucking unfunny. I don't get it. Like, realistically, our tires are only 2 racing laps worse. I have 5 laps of extra fuel. I'm definitely making it. From Jamie. You decided, from Jack, to subtitled, you decided to fight P17 like it was fucking peaceful P1 in the finale. That's kind of silly. That's a very subtitled thing to do. Let's get ready to rumble! And it's like fucking Rexy. It's the Rexy overtake from last stream. Oh my god. I need to do that. I will make that happen. Let's get ready to rumble! No, I don't have the fucking... I'm trying to make my voice a little bit more gravelly, but it's not working. In one corner, FRA Rexy. And in the other corner, the entire grid. I don't know how these usually work. So I never watched wrestling or boxing. I boxed for a couple of years, but I never watched it. And I've seen Rocky too, and I can't fucking remember what the announcer says. I remember Rocky getting his shit kicked in, but fuck. I've seen all 3 Creed movies, and I can't remember how this shit starts. Holy shit. Dementia gaming. Anyway. Let's get ready to rumble. Definitely not what I... Rocky or Creed? Higher your voice. It's red corner and blue corner. Rocky or Creed. Wait, as in like the movies? Or... I actually like the Creed movies, like really. I liked them a lot. They were very good. It was very strong, and I hope they don't do a fourth one. I really hope they don't do a fourth one. Actually, if they do a fourth one, I hope it's focusing on like the daughter, because that's what they were setting up, right? You know, the daughter to be like, you know, blind boxer, or deaf. I don't remember. I don't remember what she had, but I'm really hoping that's what they do, because that'll actually be kind of cool. You know what I mean? And it could actually work so from really good, like, you know, deaf or blind representation. Anyway, green flag racing here again in Australia. You can see Dom is absolutely getting Jamie's getting hounded by the back of the AlphaTauri. And look at this. Down the inside goes Jamie, and down the inside goes Dom, attempted. And you can see Jamie getting really unstable out of turn 2. And that leaves Dom to go out around the outside. It's almost 3 abreast. And he is in the race lead. My lordy, lordy, lord. Into P2 goes X Magic's X, whatever his name is, Jamie. And East Group slots into P3 under attack from AQ Flow. This safety car has absolutely brought everybody back together. And East Group had, I guess they were experiencing connection issues for a brief period of time. And you can see there, Jamie and Dom. Jamie has a very, very good run using ever so slight amount of ERS, I suppose. And there we go. It's almost trying to set himself up for the overtake, but without the slipstream, you can see the AlphaTauri just pulls away ever so slightly. His exits out of this corner is paramount to the overtake now, and looks like he didn't really get the best one. The slipstream is going to help a lot here. Dom sticks his car in the middle of the track, not offering any sort of opportunity to get in front. Get Jamie to get in front. And you can see there, AQ Flow P3 for the Northern Irishman. Ron Beeford is definitely looking to dethrone AQ Flow from the podium places. It's currently Honda versus Mercedes. Honda winning out the battle right now with AlphaTauri's Dom. Jamie is definitely looking for answers to, you know, the question of, can you overtake me? Hopefully, yes. I've not seen Brooklyn Nine-Nine, though. I'm going to get off this because they're actually racing. Orlando off at turn 1. Very unfortunate for him. I think he's American, right? I don't know. We'll see. Jamie keeps getting a little bit unstable throughout the corners, or out of the corners, though, so that could be very bad news towards the end of the race. It's about 12 laps to go here in Melbourne, Australia. Albert Park Circuit, first race hosted. Like, wow, it's been around forever. As we know it today, since like the 90s or something. Anyway, around the outside goes Ron Beeford on AQ Flow side by side with the Mercedesman, and it is down the inside that AQ Flow goes, holding his line as much as he could and even getting a 3-second time penalty just for that good of an overtake. He needed to be nerfed. And Jamie, Dom is really looking like the unprecedented race leader so far. DRS will be enabled within the next lap or two. Dom C, that's probably the best part about it. He seems to have quite the low downforce setup, so it's really coming in handy for him, you know, because it's a tight circuit. You can't really overtake too much around Albert Park, so you really need the help of those DRS zones. Just about 4. There are 4 in this circuit. So on the main straight here, out of turn 1 and 2, again, on the run down to turn 3, it's ever so slightly curved straight, and it does allow DRS to be used. Okay, DRS enabled next lap, I guess. Oh, wait, no, there's 1 detection zone, right? Okay, so it is enabled this lap. I'm just being retarded. Right then. Oh, yeah, like I said, Jamie's still getting really unstable out of the corners, and I was just, you know, fucking itching my nose, because holy fuck, itchy noses suck. That rhymes. Tessa gets another time penalty as this race is looking as professional as a McDonald's at 3 a.m. So, Ron Beeford has the run on AQ Flow, and that is going to be the overtake of the century here. AQ Flow, once again, holds the inside line, and as they go jetting on down, Ron Beeford goes around the outside, but is forced to take the escape road. And that is AQ Flow. Flow moment! Let's go! Oh, flow moment from AQ Flow. Jamie in pizza. Jamie, the wrong one. And AQ Flow has retired from the race. You can see there IHOPs moving into P3, and it's Jamie there in P2. Honda versus Mercedes versus Ferrari versus Mercedes. It's still a Mercedes-powered top 5 for all intents and purposes. but AQ Flow absolutely binned it there. Rom Beeford desperately trying to get back into the top 3, just behind Tessa now. It's going to be quite the battle for the race win very soon, and that is Jamie almost into the wall. The other Jamie, IHOPS, passes him for P2, and Jamie's really desperately hoping to stop making these types of mistakes, but the more he makes them, it's going to be horrible. It's going to be horrible for him, really. The more he makes them, the more his confidence in the car is stripped, and the less he can push. And when he starts to push again, it's probably going to spell out the end for him. As long as he can keep his head cool and really try. You can see Beeford and Tessa. Oh, shit, it's almost 3 abreast. Zach tries to stick his nose where it doesn't belong, and that, yeah, it didn't really end well. And there we go. Hops overtakes Dom, absolutely flying ahead. And I'm not entirely sure where the pace came from, but what a recovery all the way from, like, what? I don't know. He got fucked in the opening lap. That's all I know. So, Mercedes 3 and 4. Dom in P2. Hopefully he can fight that one back to actually have a slightly entertaining race. Tires are absolutely cooked in this race, and Lord knows Melbourne is a tire eater. So we just kind of got to wait and see. You can see that, oh dear, Zach and Tessa coming together. Tessa getting the short end of the stick. Oh, that is Tessa out of the points. Very unfortunate for the Williamsman. And there we go. Beeford has been let through by his Mercedes teammate. And hopefully Jamie knows to back off at this point because he is not having a good race. As Beeford is let to go through on the rest of the pack, Hops probably is going to start sweating a little bit now that there is a slightly smaller buffer between himself and the Mercedesman. Hops is going to have to defend this one for his life. And hopefully Jamie doesn't, absolutely ruin it all for Mercedes. Zach, the Northern Irishman, who absolutely is crushing AQ Flow right now, somehow is Fridge P6. Fridge is P6. Common Fridge W. Hopefully he can get a little bit higher. Zach as DRS. Oh, wait, shit. These two are fighting almost. Beeford and Dom went through it, and look at that. Dom has fallen again to the hands of Beeford, and you can see Rexy being the best driver on the grid with a 3-second time penalty. Inertia being the best driver on the grid then with another 3 seconds. So, with 3 seconds to Beeford's name, will it be enough to see that Hops secures the victory? 1 second between himself and the Ferrari. So, we will see. Focusing more with Jamie and Zach then. You can see the Haas was hounding the Mercedes-powered engine. The Mercedes. Let me regain my consciousness really quick. Fucking Zach was hounding Mercedes for a brief second there before ultimately backing off. Something bad could have very much happened. McLaren's played basically spectator that battle about 1 second. Just over half a second behind the Haas there. Anyway, 1.2 seconds between for Ferrari's Hops and Mercedes Beeford. Kant's the fastest man on track, currently sets a fastest lap with soft tires, and Jamie gets a 3-second time penalty for corner cutting as he's desperately trying to overtake Dom here. He has the run, but will he have the space? Dom still keeps that inside line, and I believe Jamie made it work. Around the outside goes Jamie. Very good overtake from the Scotsman. And we'll see if Zach can match that level. Oh, yeah, you're right. Beeford did get it. Okay. So, because Wheezy pushed him out. I remember that. So, we'll see if the stewards do agree with that. I do believe Wheezy was kind of at fault for that, Racing incident. I don't think it should have been the 3 seconds. But we'll see. MIFE Groove does get the overtake on both the Williams drivers. Tessa almost in the gravel there, as you can see from the helicopter shot. You can see, again, Mercedes are in the podium. They stand to gain a lot from this race. Hops is absolutely blitzing Beeford, so unless Beeford can catch back up, and you can see there, oh god, one of the Williams, that is inertia. That is inertia. Fucked up on the main straight. Luckily, he didn't kill himself, so, we'll see. And yeah, there's definitely an ERS difference between Hobbs and Beeford, but I don't think it's too much. Dom has no ERS. Yeah, I mean he's on level with Jamie, so I mean if he can save it a little bit, it'll be very good for him. But I don't. We'll see how that plays out very, very soon. I think he can get the overtake on him. He's still getting very, very close to the Mercedesman. And Fridge has a 3-second time penalty, where we all kind of expected to see one. And now he was looking for a move on Dom. Dom almost killing Jamie there, giving him the classic right rear wheel, left front wheel tap that a Honda-powered car usually loves to give. Or a Red Bull branded car usually loves to give. Fuck's sake, man. You can tell from the red light behind the car. Yeah, they're both pretty low. I can't lie. Yeah, they're both absolutely starved of ERS and electricity. Fridge stands to gain a lot from this little battle. And that is Jamie around the wrong way. And that is Fridge into the podium places tonight. Dom, can he defend it? Dom sends it down the inside, keeping his line. And that is Fridge desperately trying to go around the outside. And Fridge, Fridge. It's worked out wonderfully for Dom, however. And Dom keeps P3 for himself. Fridge will have another chance here. He will be getting DRS along with his teammate Zakis. They could make a double pass for McLaren and demote Dom all the way down to P5. Yes, P5. I wasn't confident in that statement. Fridge has an absolutely beautiful run on Dom. Dom is defenseless. Can Zakis replicate it? No. He can catch up, though. And Zakis is now in the fight for P4. I don't think he's going to fight his teammate too hard. Ron Beeford, 1.1 seconds away from the Ferrariman. 23 out of 29 laps. 6 laps to go for anything to actually happen between these two. Ferrari Rexy, these two teammates switch places. And we're going to see Rexy in his masterclass. Let's see. ¿Qué pasa? I'm going to fucking kill myself. Why is there another safety car? Crash Gate 2. Crash Gate 2. I'm done. I'm done. Fucking done. Bruh, Jamie just killed himself on the main straight. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh no, that's Beeford. My bad, y'all. My bad. I actually know where Jamie retired. Where did Jamie... Did anybody catch that? Where did Jamie retire? This could be super silly. Nothing's going to come of it, obviously, but... So, yes. It's been quite the chaotic race so far. Beeford has taken to the pits for a pair of soft tires fresh from the fridge, as Fridge is right behind Beeford, by the way. Hops does have a 3-second time penalty. That levels out both him and Beeford. However, Hops is... I'm not entirely sure if Hops' was unfair. I know Beeford's was unfair. So Hops has to really worry about that one. Going to the championship standings here, I believe Welsh Jack is clear of Beeford by an entire race win. 21 points. 19 points to gain. So, this could close the championship right back up. Beeford scoring 18 points today will close it to a 2-point gap. No, 3 point. Fuck. You know I'm doing really good in math right now? I'm actually fucking slapping math out of the park, and I just got 21 minus 18 wrong. I should send this video to my teacher. I think I'd probably just automatically get an F. So yeah, 14 drivers remain as Dom goes into the pits there. Next week will be, I believe, Japan. Yeah, next week is Japan. Yeah. Nippon, if you will. So, I've not watched Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I hear it's funny. The only thing I've seen from it is, ain't nothing but a heartache, tell me why. Now number 5, ain't nothing but a say, I want it that way. It was him. Number 5 killed my brother. And then there was this one clip of the bit where the boss didn't have, like, the commissioner, whatever the fuck his name is, didn't have underpants. That was so silly, you know. That was it. That was no, he just had his underwear on, and he didn't have pants on. That was the bit. because he fucking spilled soup on it or something. I don't fucking know. Yeah. That's my only exposure to Brooklyn Nine-Nine. You must watch it. Should I? That'd be so silly. Percy is dead. He went to Belize. Oh, that's you? Okay. That makes sense. Yeah, to be fair, Jack, you're like CR4, man, so it's not your fault. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. I was absolutely just, like, fucked up in my chair. Okay, safety car back in this lap. Season 8, kind of too political. What? Oh, of Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Anyway, let's get back to the race. Hops leads us away. Green flag racing once again. Beeford barely a second and a half away and now steps into the limelight here. Almost fighting for P2. Zachas has the better drag, and it looks like unless Beeford goes for the dive bomb, oh, yeah, no, he can't do anything. He's facing lots of pressure from Fridge. I imagine Zachas is going to try to defend for all his life, because, his teammate stands to gain quite a bit if, Beeford doesn't get past. However, Beeford launches a lovely overtake around the outside to score P2 and take that away from Zachas, which is quite unfortunate now. More yellow flags as more cars go side by side here. The Alpines of FRI Rexley and Zach were side by side for a brief second there. And Dom on the grass goes through on Zachas. Lovely overtake from that. Very ballsy, very risky. Fridge through the inside of, oh shit, what's happening to Zachas? That's not like Zachas. Anyway. You can see Dom absolutely just, Zach hammering his way through the pack there. And he could be on track for a podium today. Lovely driving from the Northern Irishman. And Fridge is absolutely on the back of the Haas driver. He knows not to go down the inside. That'll be really stupid, and it'll actually cause a lot of collisions and shit. So, let's see. Zach now. Fuck. Yeah, so Zachas was P2, now P7. How the big men fall? I don't know. I don't know what the saying is. What's the saying? I don't know. The bigger you are, the harder. I don't know. Anyway, so Beeford and Hops absolutely duking it out right here in the final stages of the race. And it's probably likely that Beeford will win at this rate anyway, but Hops still playing, trying to defend as much as he can. DRS is absolutely just going to do him in, though. You can see there, making his car as wide as possible, sticking just in front of Beeford. And pretty good defense from the Ferrari-man. However, within the rules, you can't weave from side to side. The gap is there. Beeford goes around the outside, switches to the inside line now. That's the corner. Calls for it side by side. These two go. And Hops is defenseless, really. Can't really do anything there unless he gets like a really good exit, which he obviously, doesn't. So, Hops into P2. Ron Beeford, slowly, he will start to crawl away from the Ferrari-man. 5/10 between himself and Hops now. And Ron Beeford, I think that's pretty safe to say he's won the Grand Prix. Still, a couple laps to go, so unless he kills himself like Jamie. I told you, it was only a matter of time with Jamie, by the way. And Tessa and Kantz wrestling for P9 or whatever, P10. DRS finally enabled, so this could put Hops back into the fight for this, as long as he can get, fairly closer to Ron Beeford. This was not the lap to be overtaken. This was not the lap for him to overtake, I'll tell you that. 1.3 seconds between himself and the Ferrari-man. And, it looks like Hops has gotten the short end of the stick, very much so by far. So, Dom is definitely riding Hops here. And then he'll probably overtake quite soon. I haven't actually put on my headphones this entire race, so I'm really happy, that my ears don't hurt. Ew. Anyway, Zach very much on the back of Dom here, so we'll have to wait and see if this actually turns into anything. DRS training behind Hops here, and Dom will probably... He had a run, but I don't think he really could execute anything. Now he can, DRS once again back open. The Ferrari again, what can he actually do? Sticks his car in the middle of the track. Dom sells him the dummy, and down the inside goes the AlphaTauri driver, and he dove in a little bit too deep. That is Hops still back into P2. Zach going down the inside, sticking a nose where it shouldn't be. And there we go. You can see Fridge now getting into the fight. And Fridge, oh, Jesus, Fridge. Yeah, that caused a bit of a chain reaction there. That is Rexy into P5. What'll Zach be able to say about that? He's in a bit of a rock and a hard place, not... Okay, now he can do something and ride Rexy a little bit more. He was trying to go for a move, and Lord knows that would have been the smartest decision to make ever. So, as Dom now has DRS on IHOPS, the final lap of the race, and you can see here, oh, Fridge goes down the inside of Dom as Dom's trying to go out around the outside of Hops. Fridge is hungry for this. Fridge is very much hungry for this little podium here as FRA Rexy gets in the battle now. We're going to see some really clean racing in CRF now as he forces his way. Let's go! Oh, I knew Rexy would kill someone. What a cunt. What a dirtbag. What a piece of shit. Fridge is out of the race because of Rexy's little move there, and Hobbs keeps P2. FRA Rexy, 8-second time penalty. I'm not entirely sure why, but Zach into P4 then. So that actually means Zach will probably be in the podium positions. Can he take it on the final lap? Beeford coming across the final couple of corners. You can see there he's struggling a little bit. Did leave the track ever so slightly on the little track map there. And Rexy, oh, this is Zach's final opportunity. So as Ron Beeford comes across the final corner, Hops takes P2. Rexy's defending from Zach. Zach tries to swing around the outside. He gets pushed wide. Ron Beeford wins here in Australia as Hops comes home P2. FRA Rexy comes home P3. The dirtiest motherfucker to ever exist. And he actually got a bigger penalty. So Zach takes a lovely P2. Very good for him. Very good for him, actually. Very, very good for him. We need to ban Rexy. I can't even lie. Anyway. I mean, Rexy, I can't lie. While the space was there, the corner was going to close up immediately. And then... Why would you do that? The corner was going to close up immediately. And that sent Fridge into the other guy. That sent Fridge into Zach or whatever. And then, obviously that happened. So, we'll see. We'll see. Fridge turned into me. The corner closes up. What the fuck do you... Anyway. That was a lovely race. I can't even lie. I'm actually not even mad that Beeford won. Very well-deserved victory, I can't lie. Hops, very well-deserved P2. And Zach, no. Zach, very well-deserved P2. Wonderful effort from the Northern Irishman. And it is a lovely, lovely little podium that we can appreciate. Here's what, oh my god, Orlando finished P3. That's kind of funny. Out of everybody who lost and gained positions, he was the only one to keep it. Oh, Hops, he started P3. That's kind of funny. Anyway, I actually loved that race. That was a great race. I'll have fun editing that one. Thank you guys so much for watching CRF1. My name is YT Teppan, as per usual. Catch us next week at 7:30 p.m. GMT. Every Sunday, catch Tier 2 on Saturdays, 7:30 GMT, 7:30 p.m. And yeah, I'll see everybody next time for... No, that's very racist. It's Japan, though, so... we love